Hello, Pisces. Welcome. This is Jamie and Soulvine Guidance. We're checking in today with your energies to see what is happening. We're going to connect into the week ahead, even though we do dailies. I just want to check in, being this is Sunday at the time of recording. Okay. And at the end, I've had two decks that I haven't used much at all in the last probably 18 months, maybe even 2 years. And I chose this one. They're actually both from Alana Fairchild, but the Isis Oracle, I'm going to pull one at the end and we're going to get, a deeper message, and I'll read the message from the book itself. I feel like there's some powerful message that needs to be shared right now through this Isis Oracle deck. But let's connect in hieroglyphics. That's what I was trying to say. Like, I've just got a lot of the imagery around that. I don't know about you, but I just love Egyptian history and things like that. I feel very connected. All right, Pisces, let's see what's going down for you guys. What's happening, the magic. So this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising energy. This is not going to resonate for all of you. So we'll connect into your energies, take what does, do not manifest what isn't yours. Okay, and feel welcome to manifest what you would like, importantly. But let's connect in. I've got a lot flipping over. Okay, Pisces, kicking off. So this is a part of a challenging energy, or what's coming up highlighted right now in regards to this situation, circumstances that you're potentially in right now. So we've got the Magician, the Five of Emotions, the Four of Materials, and the Nine of Materials. What's first coming up here is in regard to something that you've been wanting for it to come to life, okay? I think there's been an ebb and flow in energy, one that you've been wanting to manifest, but at times you're sitting in a bit of a state of, I'm actually feeling sadness. I don't think it's disappointment. I think it's sadness in retrospect of, like, how did I get here? Like, where what's happening, what's going on. So this might be something that you have been experiencing recently in the past, is what I'm also getting. But the evolution of this challenge is that you've held on and maintained something that you really believe in, something that you weren't willing to let go, because I feel you had this strong sense of belief that you can bring stability back into this dynamic. The Four of Materials, it's interesting, the energy coming through. I know that I feel like she's holding on in a bit of like, should I, like, can I hold on to this? Can I balance this out? Can we connect, body, mind, and spirit? I'm even thinking, I don't know why the energy is coming up of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit energy. So I feel there might be some form of prayer or energy that you've been really trying to put into something, and in your beliefs that something is going to eventuate and balance out regarding a situation, and be proud of that for maintaining your strength. Sometimes it's also having courage of knowing when to let go. But what I see is happening is you're starting to see the results come in. You're starting to see that Spirit is opening up this chapter for you, whatever it is. This could be a relationship. This could be your career. This could be a special project or endeavor. This could be something around your home life, acquiring something. Again, it's all going to relate differently. But whatever it is that you've been pursuing or wanting something to come to fruition, I feel with this Nine of Materials that it's opening up if it hasn't already. And I think you're starting to see, like, this essence of you that you're pushing out, because you're raising, your energy is getting, like, raising is what I'm seeing. It's like you're leveling up on many levels here. And I'm really liking this for you, Pisces. Okay, let's dive a little bit deeper and see what else Spirit has for you, for our Pisces fam. What else do we need to know? And then we'll further clarify, guys. Okay. For our Pisces, thank you. What else do we need to know for our Pisces? Perfect. So the nines are showing up, which is pretty cool. Okay. So we've got the Five of Inspiration, the Ace of Voices, the Emperor energy, and the Nine of Inspiration. So what I'm getting here for you, Pisces, I feel a part of your lessons has been around how can you do things a bit differently. And I feel like there has been some aspect of conflict on which path and direction to really go here. This may be also too who you're talking to, opportunities or options in front of you, but there's just some, yeah, I'm not conflict per se, but just a little bit of battle. I don't know if this is an internal, like from a mindset perspective. I feel you're taking a lot of things in on potential opportunities, pathways, but at the same time, there's some form of conflict happening or battle around what this manifestation is and what it's going to look like and what it's going to feel like. I feel, again, this ebb and flow energy of faith and then, the sadness, the faith and then sadness. It's like you want to believe, but I think the more you put your heart into something, there's a little bit of fear around it, is what I'm getting, okay? But with the Ace of Voices, the Emperor, and Nine of Inspiration, it's like something, if it hasn't already, you're going to start see it shift. You're going to start seeing a new beginning with this wonderful clarity. But it's something new. This is very Aquarian energy, Aquarius energy, which we're in right now. This is about these new beginnings, this new adventure, these new opportunities ahead of you, and making decisions, yes, with your heart, but making decisions that with the information that you're receiving, the clarity that you're just feeling led in a new way. And again, some things may not make sense to you, but I feel like you're putting it all together. Everything's like clicking in place for you, and you're starting to see that momentum build. There's a lot of wisdom arriving. I think messages, like the right messages, like communication, some communications coming through that are just clicking everything into place, okay? With this Emperor energy and the Nine of Inspiration, like this is bold energy of getting shit done. Of you going, okay, I'm stepping up now. I'm stepping in, I'm stepping up. But we're already seeing you do this here, okay? We're already seeing you do this. So you're hitting another level. You're hitting another level of excellence. You're hitting another level of bravery. You're hitting another level of clarity, knowing, and just going after it and making it happen. It's like you don't need to think really hard anymore in a sense of, is this right? Isn't this right? Should I be doing this? Should I not? No, you just know now. It's like you just have this knowingness and you're boldly going after this. Doesn't matter what gets in your way. It's kind of like this energy sometimes just comes through like I'm just pushing everything out of my way. I don't know if you've seen that TikTok or whatever it is that it's like negativity and then they slide it. Gossip and they slide it away. It's basically, I ain't taking that crap on. And you're just going after what it is that you want, and you're really stepping up and leading the way. Like you're really leading the way very powerfully. And bravely is what I'm getting. It's like you've got this new courage, okay? Really interesting, the energy that's coming on through. Just give me a sec, guys. Do I need to move it up just a tad? So interesting with the four of emotions. The first message that came through is like, there's some fear around that you're not going to get what you want from a certain situation. That is it really going to fill the cup up? Is it really going to capture attention long enough for you to be in it? Okay, is what I'm getting. So this could be opportunities that are coming towards you. Again, job opportunities, certain type of clients, certain people that you meet. There's something here that, again, with this conflict of manifestation that you're looking to create, or something that you want to become, you potentially might be getting like responses from the universe on this, but there's some fear of like, again, if is it really going to give you what you need in the longer term? But I feel like Spirit is also saying here, like, it's okay to take chances. It's okay to have your way of doing things and having boundaries around that. If something comes through, where can you be flexible, but where can you also have it set on also what works for you? You know, it needs to be in alignment both ways, but be open to compromisation. Is that even a word? Compromisation around it. Compromising, okay? But with the page of materials, the Queen of Emotions, and the page of inspiration, there's a lot of activity happening around you. There's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of moving pieces here right now for you, Pisces, with opportunities coming in terms of, I feel like potential contracts are being presented, conversations opening up about next opportunities, new clients, new pathways of something here around your career, around things that you also may want to acquire and achieve in your life, okay? What's wonderful too is I feel like there's some form of learning as well. I don't know if this is you learning something or you teaching your learnings, but someone's coming in to communicate a bunch of information to you, but there's multiple people. This is not just one person. There's multiple things coming your way because you're being seen right now as this Queen of Emotions energy, very Piscean energy, obviously Queen of Cups. And it's like there's this peace in your mind, which creates peace in your heart. It's both ways that you're, you know, vibrationally attracting things in that you can easily resolve, that you can easily understand and help support whoever needs it to balance whatever needs to be balanced out. But this is also doing things from a place that has depth for you. And I feel as part of this, it's going to spark more opportunities, whatever you're working on and whoever you're connecting to. I feel like there's just this significant level up, Pisces, of your work and the projects that you're taking on. And this could come in any form of project. It doesn't necessarily have to be like work per se, like career, but it could be certain hobbies, certain things that you wanted to tick off your bucket list, certain things, like I said, that you want to acquire. I feel for some of you, there's this real meaning this year that you know, may want to get a new home. You may want to relocate to a new place. You may want to, you know, build that. I don't know. I'm seeing a house, but it's not a house. It's kind of like a cabin or building like a cubby house in your backyard. I don't know. Like I'm just seeing this tiny house. It's a tiny house. So I don't know what that is exactly, but it's wooden. So I'm seeing someone building, like physically building something that they wanted to build, some form of project. And creating. I mean, for some of you, it could just be like a cabana thing in your backyard. I don't know, but I'm just seeing building and wood. Okay. In addition to that, again, there's just a lot of communication happening here, but it's requiring pursuit. Okay. Like being in pursuit of whatever this is, taking action towards it. So there's going to be quite a few things presented here. All right, we're going to further clarify. I'm just going to get a card for each, and if I need to clarify further, I'll let you know, okay? Let's go. So the Magician, we've got the Strength card. 5 of Emotions, the 9 of Pentacles. King of Wands with the 4 of Materials. The 6 of Wands with the 9 of Materials. So let's start here. You've been really holding a lot of strength and belief here, Pisces, in something. Again, I feel like there's something specific that you've chosen to not give up on. And it's taken a lot of energy. It's taken a lot of time with this Strength card. It's taken a lot of faith and being brave in a new way. I feel like it's interesting because she's very feminine in showing this energy. It's very feminine, but with Leo, that's masculine as well. So there might be something that you had to learn to balance out within yourself, okay? And still take steps towards your own growth and your own experience amongst something that you've been wanting to hold on. So that's a pretty interesting energy to be in. It's like I'm holding on to this and it's planted here, but I'm going to keep going what I'm going and hoping this comes with me. But a part of your energy, I think you've learned that the power of how you contribute to something energetically can change the whole demeanor and aspect of it. And I think you've started to learn this, because amongst the sadness, you recognized, for some of you, this could have been where you kind of went out on your own, did your own thing, became more independent, and recognizing, again, there's this something here around the word power that keeps coming up, where you're like, this is what I need to do. I'm still praying that this other thing works out. And whether it's joining you, whether it comes to life and fruition, but you've maintained the faith amongst the sadness. It's helped you rebuild your own foundational structure of what success is to you, what being independent and strong means to you. It doesn't mean it's alone. It doesn't mean that it's, that you're necessarily lonely. I think it's finding a way where you shine, and shine happy on your own in whatever that you're doing, without other people's crap impacting you, is what I'm getting here. Because there has been some disappointment here along the path, because it's showing here, okay? And then the Four of Materials, there's this King of Wands. So again, this is your passionate pursuit of, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to still send good energy over to what it is that I want. But this could also be relational to some masculine energy that is very good at making things happen, very good at doing things, and having certain inspiring projects that they're a person that just seems to go in, shine their light, get it done, and it's like bam. And I think there's also some form of inspiration here for you about a certain someone in your life, but at the same time, I feel there's a little bit of disappointment attached to it. So again, I don't know who this is for you with this King of Wands energy, but I feel like, again, there's some form of inspiration that this person gives you, some form of hope, some form of belief. And I think you're holding on, waiting for them to give that passion and purpose back to you, that passionate, stride towards you. And the more that you've claimed your independence here, Pisces, and when I say independence, it doesn't mean like ignoring things that are important to you in a sense of like family or a situation. This is you powering up to show that you can be happy and content in any situation, and you can create the life that you want to create. As much as you might want to create with someone, as much as you might want to do things, towards your 10 of Pentacles, you're actually very content and pleasant and bountiful in this 9 of Pentacles energy. And you start seeing the rewards of benefit when you start loving yourself fully, when you start just doing the work that has meaning to you. Because when we're putting that good energy in, it ends up coming in. It's like this vortex. And again, you're manifesting here. And the manifestation is changing and uplifting the more that you uplift your beliefs in yourself, your capabilities in yourself, right? So that's what I'm saying. You're winning here quite significantly. That was on top, so this one first. Okay, so then we've got the 5 of Inspiration with the Hanged One. So Pisces, again, this is your energy with the Hanged Man. With the 5 of Inspiration, I felt like you might have been a little bit stuck in making a decision. There was a lot of conflicting information on where you should be going, and what you should be doing here, okay? So that's showing up here with the Hanged One. But amongst it, again, you've still been manifesting, because I think you've been clear, underneath it all, been clear on what it is that you really want here with this 4 of Materials energy, what it is that you want and what you are hoping balances out in your favor while you are still pursuing your life and dream. You're hoping the other thing will catch up with you. That's what I'm feeling here. But you've definitely called in, and I think the Magician energy too is acknowledging your own skill set, acknowledging your experiences, your insights, what you have, okay? But part of manifesting is not just thinking about it, it's doing. And that's the benefit and something special you've done here. You've still been taking strides forward. Sometimes we do need to take a pause and reflect, but you've been moving forward this whole time. You've been learning the lessons. You've been uncovering a new part of yourself, which has been very powerful, and probably the meaning behind whatever this experience has been. There was something that you needed to learn more about yourself to keep rising up in your own power of potential, okay? So we're definitely seeing this here with the Magician and the Ace of Voices, because you got that message, you got that clarity, you got that, okay, I know what I need to do next. It's like, thank you, Spirit, for this growth, for this expansion, for the understanding of what I had to understand and learn. Now I can bring it all together and go forth, because I've got this, I've called in what I needed to call in. I got what I needed because you asked. It's like you asked for it, Pisces, okay? So the Emperor, we've got the Empress. Holy cow. I got tingles straight away, okay? So there is some powerful energy here between you and a potential someone, but also I'm getting a lot of you here, Pisces, in terms of your intuition. You're attracting things in, but you're also in a place of making shit happen. For some of you, this could be power potential in terms of an opportunity, a couple, something, and I don't mean couple as in husband and wife or boyfriend, girlfriend. This could be a business venture that maybe you've, again, something's come in, a potential partnership, opportunity to do something. And this person, it's like they catch their eye on you and they're like, that's who I've needed, that's what I've wanted. And you might find together you are very similar in being and doing, but you have the difference in energy is if they're masculine and you're more feminine, or vice versa. It's like you bring the best out in each other. It's like your creativity, your spark, your understanding, your power and knowledge together just creates something really, really magical. So I'm feeling a very significant connection and opportunity here that if you haven't met them yet, you will be meeting them. But this is really gonna, wow, liven up things to a whole new level. Share more on this Knight of Inspiration. Thank you. We've got the Queen of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune came out. So I'm going to take it here. So what I'm getting here, guys, with this Knight of Inspiration and the Queen of Wands, again, there's another suitor energy, Queen of Wands, King of Wands here. Wow. Okay. So this Nine of Inspiration energy is what you have been working so hard for. This Queen of Wands energy has always been a part of you, or is you, right? In many retrospects. But it's like for a moment, you finally reflect back in this Empress energy. At some point on this journey, it's like you're going to sit down and take note of how far you've come. And if you haven't done this, maybe this is a time to do it. But as you've had these successes, or as you start seeing all these amazement unfold, and look, guys, it's, you know, this stuff is not a straight line. This is not stuff that happens overnight. Sometimes we can just get random things that happen one day, but it's random in a sense because you've been calling it in. Maybe you finally let go. Maybe you're finally just trusting in the universe and surrender, okay? And all of a sudden, you get the right communications, what you've been waiting for that you thought you missed, or whatever it is. Again, it's like coming back around. But here, this is you reflecting on where you've been. This is like moving from the Queen of Wands to the Empress energy. But you recognize everything that you fought with. You were doing the best you could with what you knew. Okay? You started attracting certain things in. You started taking action towards things that was a little bit uncomfortable for you, but you knew that's what you needed to do as part of your growth. And this is you having some reflection on your life, on your path and your journey. And everything makes sense now on why things had to change, why things had to shift. You couldn't have had this connection with the King of Wands sitting in this old energy. It wasn't working there. You know, if it was in regard to a significant relationship, whether, you know, a family member, a spouse, a business partner, your other person in your life, okay? I mean, I don't see child energy, but for some of you, maybe it is, you know, an adult child. I was going to say, yeah, anyway, no, I won't say what I was going to say. an adult who can sometimes act like a child, okay? But in saying that, yeah, this is like some reflection. Like I feel for a moment, you're going to take a pause and look back and realize and understand and connect the dots of why everything has happened here, Pisces, okay? So let's have a look at the Four of Emotions energy. Thank you, Spirit. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Judgment. And the Eight of Cups. So the Queen of Pentacles with this Four of Emotions, it's interesting the energy that I'm getting through. If you notice the rabbit here in the image along with the pentacle, where the pentacle's place is like birthing something here amongst the rabbit, you know, I feel like there's something happening multiplying for you here, Pisces, okay? Something multiplying, but there's also some aspect, if it's enough for you, if it's going to fulfill you, if it's in alignment to what it is that you really want. I don't know why you're questioning this. Maybe there's just something missing from some opportunity, or as you've moved forward and had some realization, there's something here that was missed. Maybe it's a person, maybe there's, you know, certain things that you're doing, but what you don't realize is that one stepping stone leads to another. Just because we take a movement forward in a direction doesn't mean that's it forever. Things evolve, things grow. So if you're starting somewhere in this new chapter that you've been wanting to get towards something, but you haven't got exactly everything that you want, again, there's always a reason. There's always a reason. Okay. With this Ace of Wands energy, with the Page of Materials, this opportunity that's coming in, you might feel it's a little smaller, the offer, than you wanted. But you don't realize that this is creating an opportunity, a new spark in you that you've been seeking, that you've been wanting. Okay. For some of you too, I feel this could be a passionate new beginning in a new place, with a new place, a new person, a new situation, okay, is what I'm getting here. I'm just noticing the city on the other side. So it's like you've got this passionate pursuit, which requires a change and shift in direction or where you're going, okay? I just think don't underestimate the power of all this here right now, Pisces. Because again, it's like further news is coming through, or you finally make a decision here on where you feel most connected, okay? And you're moving into that direction. The Eight of Cups is not just moving on from someone. The Eight of Cups is about moving in pursuit of what sparks your interest, of what has meaning to you, okay? So it's like, alrighty, I'm heading this way. I've got the clarity. I've gone to the sea. I've cleansed myself. I've noticed what's missing in my life. I notice what it is that I want. Maybe it's what you weren't giving yourself. A lot of the time we rely on people and what they should be giving us. What are we giving ourselves to get to that Nine of Cups energy? So I feel like you're going on some form of exploration to get further along on your journey. I mean, you've got the Page of Inspiration. So there is some form of communication that's coming on through that I feel that you're going to explore here, is what I'm getting. Share more on this Eight of Cups energy. It's like you're just creating some change, is what I'm getting here. You're creating some change, yeah. You've got the Knight of Swords, the Moon, and the Chariot. So there's a lot of movement forward. There's a lot of shifting, a lot of change in direction here is what I feel is happening. But it's a positive change. I think it's sometimes things that we can't see all the time. You know, there is the unknown. That's life. That's the excitement and the possibility and the potential. But someone is coming in here to communicate something that I just don't think you fully understood or knew. I think in some aspect too, maybe the news initially worries you a little, but I feel like you take the chance. Because any change that you're making, any shift and movement, because this is movement, okay? This is shift and change, the Eight of Cups. Moving towards your Nine of Cups energy. You get very clear on this. That one piece of information you were waiting on comes on through thick and fast. Make sure you look into the detail if it's anything to do with contracts or information here. Just look a bit deeper. Don't always take people's word for it. I feel with that there's a little bit of masks going on, but the full moon energy too is about releasing what's not serving you. So what is it that you've noticed? I think this is more about yourself here, Pisces, that you have to let go of. And I feel it's taking a chance on yourself here, okay? Taking a chance on yourself because you recognize the power in you. It's like you've seen it, you felt it. All this stuff happens, all this stuff, it's like you start self-reflecting and then you start questioning yourself again. You don't need to question yourself. But if you are, why and what is missing? What needs to fill that gap, that cup, that heart, that soul of yours that's missing? Because you find it and you start moving forward. That's what I am seeing here. All right, let's get final message for you guys. Just opening up my screen so I can see what's coming on in. And then I'll get one Isis card as well as your final message. So we've got action. So like I said, there's a lot of movement forward here. What else does the divine want us to know to support this? Thank you in terms of advice. Thank you. One more. One more for our Pisces. Okay, we've got 4. All right, loves. So we've got action. We had come through Magician and the Mirror, more manifesting, but a lot is self-reflection here, Pisces, with Magician and the Mirror. It's really looking sometimes at ourselves and recognizing what we put out there, how we feel reflects back in our world, okay? So just be mindful that when you're taking action, how you're feeling about that situation, that thing that you're doing. If you're frustrated, don't be hard on yourself. Take that break till you can recalibrate into a better space, a better mindset, okay? It's just more mindfulness to self, okay, in terms of what you're doing. Man holding a heart. I feel there is some potential here with some relationship, if that has been on your mind or part of this journey that you're on, Pisces. I feel that offer that you've been seeking is going to come in for you, okay? We also have you showing up here as the queen of the emotions, okay? More feminine, attractive, peaceful energy, and then a man holding a heart. This can come in a few parts. Kind of think of the King of Cups energy, but I also feel this is someone who has a message or has... I kind of feel a combination between the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups energy is what I'm feeling here right now. So again, there's another suitor opportunity here. So for some of you, this could be a new beginning in love, in strengthening a relationship. Again, it doesn't matter if you're a man or woman or how you identify. There's just this masculine energy, masculine and feminine energy that are connecting, reconnecting. And I feel a very strong reconnection here somewhere for some of you, which is very intimate and has a lot of depth. And with it, on this journey for you, Pisces, you've got the door to value. So pay attention to the doors opening up to you. I don't think you actually recognize the power and potential of some things behind these doors, okay? So don't ignore what's coming on in. All right, so we're going to... I can't shuffle these for shit. Let's see what... the final message from Isis, and I will read it to you. A powerful message for our Pisces. Thank you, Spirit, on how we can support them today for the week ahead, what they need to know. Okay. Queen of Heaven. Blessings from the Divine Empress of the Skies. I mean, Empress energy is very much here. So how do I even find this card? I don't know if this is in some alphabetical order. We'll find out. I haven't used this in ages. Yeah, okay. Q. Give me 2 secs, guys. I will find it. Here we go. Queen of Heaven. So, guys, this energy right now for you is acknowledge your feminine authority now. As a man or woman, you have a life path of spiritual leadership or to bring qualities of mercy, compassion, and wisdom into the world. The Oracle of the Queen of Heaven is a confirmation of your feminine leadership and spiritual authority, whether in a male or female body this lifetime. Isis means throne, and her presence and blessing as a divine empress of the skies, she offers initiates of the light, men and women, great feminine spiritual power. Feminine spiritual authority occurs when power is tempered with mercy, wisdom, compassion, and love. It is inspired spiritual leadership through the heart and a model of power and authority that is based in empowerment rather than forces of control. Isis, Queen of Heaven, calls you to ascend to the throne of feminine leadership within your own being, that you may fulfill your life mission and serve the divine feminine on this planet from a place of inner spiritual authority. The Oracle is confirmation to step forward in leadership if you have been considering doing so. It might be in connection with others, especially if you also drew the card of divine sisterhood, but you are also to realize that you are a capable spiritual leader in your own right, as you trust in the divine feminine values within. This new model, oh wow, there's a story here. This new model of power is not about assuming authority over others, but about living your truth and integrity and leading by authentic example. There is great power here and no false sense of responsibility for another, which could drain you and create dependency rather than growth in those you seek to empower through your leadership. You are encouraged to contemplate how you might step more fully into your own authority. Often this requires that we make peace with the authority figures in our lives, past and present, and how we have experienced those relationships. And this is, guys, just to quickly, this is quite interesting that the Empress is sitting with the Emperor. So see that connection here? Whether supportive, truthful, empowering, or disempowering, shaming, or perhaps minimizing or inflating our sense of grandiosity, healthy relationships with authority figures help us recognize where we can learn and perhaps be mentored by another, and where we too can help others learn and grow. Guiding each other to greater wholeness, each of us within our own spiritual responsibility for our growth and our own capacity to help others to the degree that we are willing and able to. So it's talking a lot here about making peace with authority figures, past and present, and pulling back your power from it. I mean, this is like 3-4 pages. There will always be gifts and learning on both sides of the relationship. So allow the release of forgiveness that comes up and come with compassion and freedom. The willingness to grow within brings so that your relationship to authority within and externally can be healed and transformed. So for some of you, there's someone in your life, I feel, as an authority figure that may have disempowered you at some point, that may have made you question your sense of worth, ability, sense of leadership, sense of making maybe even decisions on your own. But this is really telling you you're a leader in your own right, but a part of this process for you is healing and claiming your power back from any connection of authority that didn't serve you or made you question your abilities here, Pisces. I hope this connected for you, loves. I'm going to leave that with you and look forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye now.